Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show where we dig deep into different sources to give you the core knowledge, that shortcut to really understanding a topic.
That's the goal.
And today, we're jumping into something that honestly might sound a bit surprising at first, maybe even a little out there.
I get that.
But stick with us, because I think it could genuinely shift how you think about your own unique path, your talents, and even your financial life.
It's a fascinating lens, definitely.
So here's the big idea to kick us off. Could the exact hour you were born, like the specific moment you took your first breath, whether it was, say, 3 a.m. or maybe 3 p.m., could that secretly hold a kind of blueprint for your financial destiny?
Wow, starting with a big one.
Yeah. Like, what if it fundamentally influenced your natural approach to things, your talents, and ultimately how you relate to wealth? Now, I know what you might be thinking.
No.
Sounds a bit like those generic horoscopes you see online.
Right. The instant reaction is often skepticism. And that's totally fair. We should probably tackle that head on.
Exactly, because we are absolutely not talking about those random, vague internet predictions. No way.
No. What we're actually digging into today is something much deeper. It's rooted in, well, literally thousands of years of incredibly detailed observation from ancient Chinese wisdom. Think systems like Bazi or 4 pillars of destiny. It's complex stuff.
Okay, Bazi, 4 pillars. So this is a real history, a tradition.
A massive tradition. It's a sophisticated framework that people have used for generations, honestly, to understand their own inherent strengths, their challenges, how to navigate life. And yes, that includes career paths and finances. It's really about observing patterns in nature and human life, not just mystical guesswork.
Okay, that clarifies things a lot. So let's unpack that. We're not saying, oh, you were born at 2 a.m., so you're destined to be a millionaire. Born at 4 p.m., sorry, you're stuck. It's not that rigid, is it?
Not at all. It's definitely not about some fixed fate locking you into an income bracket. That's a common misconception. It's more about understanding the energy, the quality of the moment you entered the world.
Right. The sources we looked at, they talk about your birth hour, giving you a kind of special stamp from the universe. I like that phrase.
It's evocative, isn't it? And that stamp, it influences quite a bit. Your core personality traits, those skills that just seem to come naturally to you.
Things you're just good at without trying too hard.
Exactly. And critically for our chat today, it influences your unique inherent relationship with money and abundance itself.
Okay, so wealth here isn't just cash in the bank. We need to think broader.
Much broader, absolutely. When this wisdom talks about wealth, it's really a holistic picture. Yes, financial resources are part of it, definitely. But it also includes things like your wisdom, the insights you gather, your innate understanding.
Your know-how.
Your know-how, which is fundamental, right? You need health to pursue anything else. Also, crucially, your connections, the quality of your network, the relationships you build.
Who you know and how you relate to them.
Precisely. And even the types of opportunities that seem to naturally come your way, or the ones you're just instinctively drawn to recognize and pursue. It's a really rich, comprehensive view of what it means to be abundant, tailored to you.
That reframing is so important because, like you said, the initial idea, birth hour, determines wealth. It can make you roll your eyes a bit.
Yeah, it sounds deterministic, like you have no control.
Right. But the way you're explaining it and how our sources frame it, it actually feels quite empowering. It's less about being fated and more like life deals you a hand of cards at birth.
That's the perfect analogy. The hand of cards is central here.
Some people, maybe they get dealt what looks like a stronger hand initially. Others get one with more obvious challenges. That's just life, different starting points.
True.
But the really crucial part, the empowering bit, is how well you play those cards you're dealt. That's where the skill comes in, the awareness.
Exactly. This isn't about predicting your destiny. It's about revealing the cards you might be holding, understanding their strengths, their weaknesses, so you can play your hand much more effectively with more strategy, more awareness.
So you know what you're working with.
Precisely. It turns it from a passive idea, what will happen to me, into an active tool. Okay, these are my natural tendencies, my likely strengths, my potential pitfalls. How do I leverage the good stuff and navigate the tricky parts?
It puts the power back in your hands.
Completely. Knowing your blueprint, as revealed by the birth hour, is like knowing every card in your hand intimately. You can strategize, lean into your advantages, and proactively deal with challenges instead of being blindsided.
Okay, so let's touch on the science behind this, or maybe the philosophy.
Yeah.
You mentioned it's based on observation, not just mysticism.
Right. It's grounded in thousands of years of watching natural cycles, energy patterns. Think of it like ancient empirical study. Sages observing how time, seasons, celestial movements seem to influence life on Earth, including us.
Can you give an example? Make it more concrete.
Sure. Think about farming, something very grounded. A seed planted in spring, right? With the right warmth, light, moisture, it grows strong, vibrant.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now, take that exact same seed, planted in late autumn. Cold, less light, different energy. Even if it sprouts, its potential, its growth, its resilience, totally different.
Okay, the starting conditions matter hugely.
Hugely. Or think about watering a plant. Gentle morning watering. Great. Trying to water it in the scorching midday sun? Not so good. Might even harm it. The timing, the energy of that moment has a real impact.
Got it. Very intuitive when you put it like that.
And this ancient wisdom applies that same principle to humans. We're part of nature, connected to its rhythms, its energies. So the moment you take that first breath, the specific energy pattern of that exact hour gets imprinted on you.
Like a cosmic snapshot.
Exactly. A snapshot of the universe's energy at your starting point. And that snapshot influences your basic nature, your inclinations, the talents you find easy, the challenges you'll likely face. And for our discussion, the type of wealth and abundance that flows most naturally to you. It's your basic energetic design.
Fascinating. And much more actionable than just fate. Okay, so our mission for this deep dive then is pretty clear. We're going to go through all 12 of the Chinese birth hours.
All 12 two-hour blocks.
Right. And for each one, we'll unpack that hidden money blueprint it offers. The goal is to help you, the listener, understand your own potential advantages, maybe pinpoint some challenges to watch out for.
Empowering you to play your hand better based on this insight.
Exactly. It's about awareness and strategy. We've got a lot to cover, probably around 30, maybe 40 minutes worth, so let's jump right in.
Sounds good. Each hour offers really distinct insights. Let's start at the beginning of the cycle.
Let's do it. Kicking things off, we have the Zai hour. That's from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. If you were born in these quiet, late hours, you're associated with the rat, or often translated as the clever mouse.
Right, the clever mouse. And think about how mice operate resourceful, intelligent, often working unseen in the shadows.
Okay, so not exactly shouting from the rooftops.
Oh, and that directly links to the core wealth type for Zyar people, hidden wealth. Your money, your success, it doesn't usually come from being flashy or grabbing the spotlight.
So if you're Zai hour, trying to be super visible and loud might actually work against you.
It often does. Your strength lies elsewhere. It's about working behind the scenes, using your intelligence. Your brain is genuinely your biggest asset.
Hidden wealth. So where does it come from? What does that look like practically?
It often comes from places others don't see immediately. Think deep research, developing innovative ideas or inventions, securing patents, maybe being the brilliant strategist behind a powerful leader. You're the unseen hand, the quiet genius.
The person pulling the strings, maybe? Or the one who builds the foundation nobody notices until it's huge.
Exactly. Think about app creators coding for years in obscurity, then suddenly, boom, global success. Or researchers whose discoveries unlock massive value down the line. That's the Zai pattern.
So patience is key here. These aren't quick wins usually.
Immense patience. You need to be comfortable with long-term projects that might seem invisible or unimportant to others initially. The breakthrough, when it comes, can be sudden and significant, but it's built on that unseen foundation.
It's like that iceberg analogy. Most of the mass is hidden underwater.
Perfect analogy. You're building that underwater mass. You're driven by the work itself, the intellectual challenge, not necessarily immediate applause.
Okay, but every type has its potential pitfalls, its danger zone.
Yeah.
What is it for the Z hour?
Well, Z is strongly linked to water energy in the Chinese system. Water is adaptable, intelligent, but it can also be murky, hidden. So the temptation for Z people, with their cleverness, can be to use that intelligence for maybe shady purposes, cutting corners, finding loopholes that aren't quite ethical, getting drawn into complex, maybe even conspiracy-like thinking where things get tangled.
So the hidden nature can turn negative if you're not careful. Hidden wealth could become dirty money.
That's the risk, yes. Maintaining integrity is absolutely crucial. Using that sharp mind for good, ethical ends is paramount. The line can be thin if you're not vigilant.
So for someone born between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m., What's the best strategy to really maximize that hidden wealth potential and avoid the pitfalls?
Lean into your intellectual strengths. Continuously learn, research, develop your strategic thinking. That's your gold mine. Focus on those long-term projects, the ones that require deep thought, even if others don't get it right away.
Trust the process, even if it's quiet.
Exactly. And don't seek immediate fame or recognition. Your time will come. When that hidden work surfaces, its impact will be undeniable. Build your intellectual capital patiently and with integrity.
Okay, moving on from the clever mouse working in the dark, we enter the chow hour, which is from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. This hour is associated with the ox.
The ox. Think steady, reliable, hardworking, incredibly patient. A very different energy from the mouse.
Completely different. And the wealth type reflects that. Storage wealth, what does that mean?
It means wealth that's built slowly, steadily, accumulating over time, like a farmer cultivating a field year after year. It's about gradual, solid accumulation, not sudden windfalls.
So if you're a chow hour person, those get-rich-quick schemes are probably not your friend.
Definitely not. The sources are really clear on this. Chow hour people who chase fast money, high-risk ventures, day trading, they almost always end up losing. It goes against their fundamental nature.
That must be frustrating if you don't realize it.
It can be. Your superpower is sticking with something for the long haul, building value incrementally, consistently. You have this incredible persistence.
Okay, so what kind of ventures or investments do suit them?
Businesses that grow surely and steadily. Maybe a local shop that becomes a trusted institution over decades, becoming the go-to expert in a stable field through years of dedicated work. Consistent long-term investing is perfect. Think solid companies, real estate held for ages.
Building a reputation for reliability.
Exactly. Your wealth comes from that reputation, from people knowing you're dependable, you deliver consistently. Your incredible persistence is your key asset. Slow and steady truly wins the race for the chow hour.
But even the steady ox must have a potential weakness, right? What's the danger zone here?
The flip side of that amazing persistence is, well, stubbornness.
Ah, okay. Like plowing ahead no matter what.
Precisely. You might stick to a path or a plan even when circumstances change, even when it's clear it's no longer the right direction. Just plowing straight ahead because that's what you started doing.
So building for the sake of building, not necessarily building the right thing.
That's the risk, not adapting when needed. You need a little flexibility, a willingness to reassess occasionally to make sure that hard work is actually pointed towards a worthwhile goal.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So for the chow hour folks, born between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., what's the winning wealth strategy?
Focus squarely on the long term. Build businesses with real, lasting value. Choose investments you can comfortably hold for decades. Don't get distracted by shiny objects or promises of quick fortunes. That's not your game.
Stick to your lane.
Stick to your lane. Your steady, reliable, methodical approach might seem slow to others, but it will build durable, secure wealth over time. Embrace your inner ox. Patience really is your virtue.
All right, from the earthbound ox, we leap into a totally different energy with the yin hour. From 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., this is the hour of the tiger.
Yes, the tiger. And that immediately signals power, authority, leadership, a very dynamic, commanding energy.
And the wealth type reflects that. Authority wealth. So your financial success is directly tied to your ability to lead.
Directly. Yin hour people fundamentally do not like being told what to do. They thrive when they're in charge, when they're calling the shots.
So not necessarily cut out to be a lifelong employee.
Often not, no. Their strength lies in building teams, starting companies, making the big, decisive calls. They have a natural courage, a vision that allows them to take risks others wouldn't dare.
You can imagine a lot of successful CEOs, entrepreneurs, founders being born in this window.
Absolutely. The pattern is very common. For yin hour individuals, money tends to follow leadership. The higher you climb, the more responsibility you take on, the more your wealth potential expands. You're meant to build your own thing, essentially.
Chart your own course.
Exactly. Be the one in command of your own destiny, your own venture. It requires self-belief, a willingness to take responsibility, and that ability to inspire others to follow.
Okay, sounds powerful. But power can be tricky. What's the danger zone for the tiger?
Well, tigers can be aggressive, right? They can be intimidating. If that authority isn't balanced with wisdom and empathy, it can backfire badly.
How so?
A yin hour leader who becomes too domineering, who doesn't listen, who maybe pairs others down to assert their control, They'll destroy their own team, and the team is the foundation of their authority wealth.
So lose the team, lose the wealth.
Pretty much, the foundation crumbles. Leading with wisdom, lifting people up, fostering collaboration. That's how you build lasting authority wealth, not just ruling by force or fear.
That's a crucial distinction. So for the yin-hour leaders out there, born 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., what's the optimal strategy?
Embrace leadership roles. Don't be afraid to start your own venture. Make those bold moves you feel compelled to make. But, and this is the big, but lead wisely. Focus on empowering your team. Listen to them. Lift them up.
Build people, not just profits.
Beautifully put. Your authority and the wealth that comes with it will grow strongest when it's built on respect, trust, and shared success, not just dominance.
Okay, shifting gears again. From the commanding tiger, we move to a much gentler energy. The Mao hour, from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. This is the hour of the rabbit.
The rabbit. Think charming, sociable, diplomatic, very likable. People are just naturally drawn to rabbits.
And their wealth type reflects this. Network wealth, or sometimes called charm wealth. It comes from people skills.
Absolutely. Mao hour people often have this almost magical ability to build relationships. It's not necessarily about being the smartest or the most aggressive. It's about being the person everyone wants to connect with, help out, include.
So their network literally becomes their net worth.
Very much so. Opportunities, introductions, support, it often flows through their connections. People genuinely like them and want to see them succeed.
That sounds like a huge advantage. What kind of fields are they suited for?
Anything relationship-centric. Sales, especially high-trust sales. Public relations, real estate, client management, fundraising, diplomacy. Anywhere that building rapport and trust is more important than just raw technical skill.
Their wealth comes from being known, liked, and trusted.
Exactly. They're often the connectors, the social hubs. They foster goodwill, and that goodwill translates into tangible opportunities and support, often in surprising ways.
It's a powerful, almost invisible asset. But surely there's a downside. What's the danger zone for the charming rabbit?
The main challenge is that they can care too much about what others think, wanting to be liked by everyone.
Leading to people-pleasing.
Yes, or being wishy-washy, afraid to take a stand, easily influenced by the opinions of others, especially those in their network. And while relationships lift you up, the wrong relationships can drag you down.
So choosing your circle wisely is critical.
Absolutely crucial. Discernment is key. Learning to set boundaries, saying no sometimes, even if it risks displeasing someone, is vital for protecting yourself financially and personally.
Okay, so for the Mao hour folks, born 5 to 7 a.m., what's the best wealth strategy to harness that incredible charm?
Invest your time and energy in building genuine, authentic relationships. Be helpful, be supportive, be empathetic, not strategically, but genuinely. Nurture your network constantly.
Give more than you take.
Often, yes, because it will come back to you. And don't be afraid to ask your network for help when you need it. People want to help you. Your connections are your greatest asset. Treat them like gold, with integrity.
From the sociable rabbit, we now soar into the mythical realm with the Chen hour, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is the hour of the dragon.
The dragon embodies change, big dreams, immense possibility, a very powerful, dynamic, almost unpredictable energy.
And that's reflected in the wealth type. Dynamic wealth. What does that mean exactly? Like up and down?
Very much up and down, like a dragon soaring and diving. Chen hour people often have this incredible, almost uncanny intuition for spotting trends and opportunities way before the crowd.
They can see what's coming.
They often have a strong sense of it, yes. When they're hot, when they catch a wave, money can flow to them incredibly easily, almost magically. But the flip side is, when things shift or they miss a turn, the downturns can be just as dramatic.
Wow, so potentially high highs and low lows.
Exactly. Their wealth is inherently tied to navigating these waves of change. Foresight and adaptability are absolutely key for them.
So what fields does this suit? Investing. Trend spotting.
Perfectly suited for those things. Highly intuitive investing, especially in new or disruptive areas. Trend-based businesses, anything where being first or seeing the next big thing is crucial. They can just sense where things are heading and position themselves.
It's like having a bit of a crystal ball.
It can feel like that sometimes, a real visionary quality. But there's a common challenge, a significant one, often mentioned for the dragon.
Okay, what's the Achilles heel here?
They can be amazing dreamers, full of incredible world-changing ideas, but sometimes struggle with the execution, the follow-through.
Brilliant ideas, but poor implementation.
That's often the pattern. They see the vision vividly, but the day-to-day grind, the systematic planning, the detailed implementation, that can be a struggle, which means brilliant ideas might fizzle out, or ventures remain half-finished.
So they need help turning the dream into reality.
Desperately. Finding reliable, grounded, detail-oriented partners who can handle the execution is often the absolute key to unlocking their wealth potential. They need the implementers to match their vision.
Okay, so for the 10-hour visionaries born 7 to 9 a.m., what's the best strategy to manage this dynamic wealth?
First, trust your powerful intuition about opportunities. It's a real gift. But be brutally honest about your execution strengths and weaknesses. Actively seek out those reliable partners who can build the systems and make things happen.
Don't try to do it all yourself.
Definitely not. And crucially, because of the ups and downs, diversify. Never put all your eggs in one basket. And when times are good, when you're riding high, save. Build reserves, because the downturns are part of the cycle for you. You need that cushion.
Okay, from the visionary dragon, we glide down to the Psi hour from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is the hour of the snake.
The snake. Clever, insightful, often associated with wisdom, and possesses amazing communication skills. Very different from the dragon's energy.
And the wealth type is wisdom wealth. So earning through smarts and communication.
Precisely. Psi hour people are often natural teachers, consultants, lawyers, speakers, anyone who makes a living by analyzing complex information and sharing it effectively.
They can take complicated stuff and make it understandable.
Exceptionally well. That's their gift. They can simplify, clarify, find the key insights, and get paid well for that intellectual service. Their money comes directly from what they know and how well they can articulate it.
Sounds like great analysts and strategists, too.
Definitely. They can dissect situations, spot nuances others miss, identify the critical leverage points, combine that with persuasive communication, and they become very valuable in fields like consulting, strategy, law, even complex sales. They sell ideas effectively.
Okay, that intellectual sharpness is a clear strength. But what's the potential downside? The danger zone for the snake.
That sharp intellect can sometimes shade into suspicion or cynicism. They might be overly guarded or distrustful of others' motives. And while their communication is usually a strength, that sharpness can sometimes become, well, too sharp. Cutting remarks, sarcasm, maybe unintentionally insulting people while trying to be clever or analytical.
Ouch. So cleverness can backfire on relationships.
It definitely can if it's not tempered with emotional intelligence and empathy. Using wit to put others down, even subtly, can damage the trust and rapport needed for long-term success. Wisdom needs warmth, too.
Good point. So for the Psi hour knowledge brokers born 9 to 11 a.m., what's the optimal wealth strategy?
Continuous learning is paramount. Always expand your knowledge base, deepen your expertise. The more you know, the more valuable your wisdom becomes. That's non-negotiable.
Keep sharpening the saw.
Exactly. But critically, make a conscious effort to use that intelligence and communication skill to help and empower others. To clarify, simplify, build bridges, not just to show off or win arguments. Your wisdom wealth grows best when it serves others.
All right. Shifting from the intellectual snake, we now gallop into the woo hour from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is the hour of the horse.
The horse. Think energy, passion, dynamism, movement, and a love for the spotlight.
Definitely sounds like a performer. And the wealth type confirms it. Fame wealth. So success is linked to visibility and reputation.
Directly linked. Woo hour people often have this natural charisma, this vibrant energy. They genuinely enjoy being the center of attention. For them, the equation is often simple. More visibility equals more opportunity equals more money.
So hiding their light under a bushel is not the way to go.
Absolutely not. They're perfect for fields like entertainment, sports, high-profile sales, public speaking, politics, anything personality-driven where being known and recognized is key. Their personal brand is their currency.
And they probably thrive under pressure, right? Performing for an audience.
They often do. Competition energizes them, pressure brings out their best. Challenges that would stress others out actually fuel the woo hour person. They're wired for performance, for being out front.
That's a huge asset, especially today. But burning so bright is burnout the risk.
That's the big one, yes. The major danger zone for the horse is sustainability. They burn incredibly bright, full of passion and enthusiasm at the start.
But they fizzle out.
They can, yes. Lose interest halfway through, jump to the next exciting thing, leave projects unfinished. It's hard to maintain that peak energy consistently. So brilliant starts might not lead to finished results, which limits long-term wealth.
Consistency is the challenge.
Huge challenge. Their energy often comes in powerful bursts, not a steady flow.
Okay, so for the Woo Hour star performers, born 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., how do they harness that star power without crashing?
Right.
What's the strategy?
Actively build and manage your personal brand. Get yourself out there, promote your talents. Visibility is key. But at the same time, you must focus on sustainability. Learn to pace yourself. Find ways to recharge that amazing energy. Delegate tasks that drain you or where you know you'll lose interest. Build systems or teams to ensure follow-through. This way, your fame wealth can grow steadily over the long term, not just in short, exhausting bursts. Consistency unlocks the true power of your charisma.
Okay, from the dynamic, spotlight-loving horse, we move to a much gentler energy again with the Way Hour, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. This is the hour of the sheep or goat.
The sheep. Think kind-hearted, caring, often family-oriented, valuing harmony and stability.
And the wealth type is interesting. Inheritance wealth. But you mentioned earlier this isn't always literal inheritance.
Exactly. It's a crucial clarification. While literal inheritance can happen, the deeper meaning is about excelling at building upon existing foundations, taking something good and making it better.
So they're not necessarily the pioneers starting from scratch.
Typically not. Their genius lies in stewardship, refinement, nurturing growth within an established structure. They join a good company and help it grow steadily. They take over a family business and make it thrive for the next generation. They manage existing assets wisely.
They're the builders and maintainers, the custodians.
Excellent description. They're naturally good at protecting and incrementally improving what's already there. Their talent is for steady, sustainable growth, ensuring longevity, not necessarily dramatic, disruptive breakthroughs, quietly adding value.
That sounds incredibly valuable, ensuring things last. But what's the potential weakness here? The danger zone for the gentle sheep.
The main challenge can be hesitation, indecisiveness.
Analysis paralysis.
Exactly. They might be too cautious, waiting for absolute certainty, needing permission or consensus before acting. This can mean missing good opportunities for growth because they're stuck deliberating.
So they need to cultivate more confidence in their own judgment.
Yes, trusting their ability to manage risk within those existing structures. They need to develop better decision-making skills to fully leverage their nurturing talents.
Okay, so for the Way Hour Foundation builders, born 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., what's the best strategy?
Look for opportunities to build on existing success. Join established teams, improve existing systems, manage existing assets. Don't feel pressured to be the disruptive innovator if that's not your nature.
Play to your strengths.
Absolutely. And consciously work on making decisions more confidently. Practice taking calculated risks once you've done your homework. Don't wait for perfect certainty. Your stewardship skills are powerful once you overcome that initial inertia. Trust your ability to nurture and grow things.
All right, moving from the steady sheep, we get another burst of energy with the Shen Hour, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is the hour of the monkey.
The monkey. Quick thinking, adaptable, clever, often very skilled with their hands or with technology, highly versatile.
And the wealth type reflects that. Skill wealth, earning through abilities and creative solutions.
Exactly. Shen Hour people learn new things incredibly fast. They pick up software, crafts, languages, concepts with remarkable ease. They have a knack for finding shortcuts, improving processes, innovating.
The natural problem solvers and tinkerers.
Very much so. They're perfect for technical fields, creative industries, anything requiring fast learning, adaptability, and ingenious solutions. They thrive on solving puzzles and finding better ways to do things.
And that versatility probably means they can make money in different ways.
Often, yes. They might have multiple income streams, juggle different types of projects, or even change careers multiple times successfully. They're resourceful and can apply their skills across many domains.
Like a multi-tool?
Great analogy. They can adapt and excel in various situations because they have this diverse toolkit of skills.
Sounds like a fantastic advantage in our fast-changing world. But what's the catch? The danger zone for the multi-talented monkey.
The biggest challenge is getting bored easily. And because they learn fast, they might jump from thing to thing without ever achieving deep mastery in one area.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
That's the risk. Knowing a little about everything, which is impressive, but perhaps not becoming the recognized expert in anything specific, this can dilute their earning potential, as deep expertise often commands the highest value. Spreading themselves too thin is the danger.
Okay, that makes sense. So for the Shen Hour innovators born 3 to 5 p.m., how do they leverage that amazing versatility without getting scattered? What's the strategy?
Definitely embrace the versatility. It's a huge strength. Learn lots of things, but strategically choose one main area, one core skill or industry to truly master. Go deep.
Specialize in one thing primarily.
Yes. And then use all those other amazing skills to support, enhance, and differentiate that primary expertise. This makes you both a specialist and a versatile problem solver. It prevents spreading yourself too thin and allows you to build real depth and authority in your chosen field. Focus channels that brilliance.
Okay, from the adaptable monkey, we shift to the U hour, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is the hour of the rooster.
The rooster. Think precise, organized, detail-oriented, punctual, with a strong focus on quality and appearance.
And the wealth type is precision wealth, earned through professionalism and excellence.
Exactly. U-hour people have an incredible eye for detail. They spot flaws or inconsistencies others miss completely. They often have a natural sense of timing and aesthetics.
So careers needing accuracy are a good fit.
Perfect fit. Accounting, quality control, editing, luxury goods, design, anything where high standards and meticulousness are paramount. They have this innate drive for things to be right.
You mentioned aesthetics, too.
Yes, often a strong connection to beauty and form. Many are drawn to fashion, jewelry design, architecture, graphic design fields where that precise eye for detail and quality translates into aesthetic value. People will pay a premium for their commitment to excellence.
High standards equals high value.
Generally, yes. Their reputation for quality becomes a major asset.
But that drive for perfection, can it go too far? Is that the danger zone?
It absolutely can. The downside is being overly critical of themselves and others, getting bogged down in tiny, unimportant details which can lead to delays or paralysis.
Perfectionism preventing progress.
Exactly. They might also come across as difficult, picky, or overly demanding, which can strain relationships with colleagues or clients. Finding the balance between high standards and practical completion is key.
So for the U-hour perfectionists, born 5 to 7 p.m., what's the winning strategy?
Focus on being the best at what you do, not the cheapest. Leverage those high standards to command premium pricing. Quality is your differentiator.
Own the high end.
Right. But also, learn to recognize when good enough is actually good enough, when done is better than perfect but late. Discern where to apply those meticulous standards fully and where to prioritize completion. This avoids paralysis and allows you to actually deliver that excellence to the market. Practical perfectionism.
Okay. Moving from the precise rooster towards the end of the day, we arrive at the Zhu hour, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is the hour of the dog.
The dog. Loyal, responsible, trustworthy, protective, a very dependable and steadfast energy.
And the wealth type is guardian wealth, so earning through protecting and managing assets.
Precisely. Zhu hour people are incredibly good at taking care of things, whether it's money, property, investments, even guarding sensitive information or people's interests. They excel in roles requiring immense trust.
Like financial advisors, property managers.
Yes. Or estate planners, security consultants, compliance officers, any role where stewardship and reliability are paramount. People instinctively trust them with valuable assets. Their integrity is their foundation.
And the sources mentioned a pull towards certain investments.
Often, yes. A natural affinity for real estate and other tangible long-term assets. Things you can see, touch, protect, and manage over time. They understand the need for careful maintenance and safeguarding wealth. It's about preservation and steady growth.
That trustworthiness is a huge asset. But what's the potential downside for the loyal dog? The danger zone.
That protective instinct, while core to their strength, can sometimes become overly protective, leading to excessive caution, suspicion of new ideas or people.
Too risk-averse.
Potentially, yes. They might miss out on good opportunities for growth or diversification because they're too wary, too afraid of potential downsides. Caution can sometimes tip into paranoia or stagnation if unchecked.
Guarding the castle so fiercely that nothing new gets in.
That's a good way to put it. Finding the balance between prudent protection and openness to well-vetted opportunities is the key challenge.
Okay, so for the U-Sour asset guardians born 7 to 9 p.m., what's the optimal strategy?
Build that reputation for unwavering trustworthiness. It's your cornerstone. Consider those stable, tangible assets like real estate, things you can manage and protect. That aligns with your nature.
Stay open.
But consciously work to balance caution with calculated openness. Do your due diligence, absolutely, but don't let suspicion automatically rule out every new possibility. Ensure your guardianship fosters growth, not just locks things down. Prudent expansion is possible.
And finally, we reach the last hour of the cycle, the high hour, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. This is the hour of the pig.
The pig, often associated with contentment, comfort, security, enjoying the good things in life, but also steady effort.
And the wealth type is fortune wealth. What does that imply? Built through patience for a comfortable life.
Exactly. High-hour individuals are often motivated by peace, security, and enjoying life, rather than chasing power or fame. They work steadily, save consistently, build a comfortable nest egg. Their goal is often a secure, pleasant existence.
Less about ambition, more about well-being and stability.
Generally, yes. They approach wealth as a means to comfort and security. They're often patient, consistent, and their efforts pay off steadily over the long run, leading to that comfortable fortune.
And they have a very likable quality too, right?
Very much so. Naturally generous, kind, often forgiving. This makes people genuinely enjoy working with them, collaborating. It fosters goodwill.
But that trusting nature, is that the danger zone? I mean, taken advantage of.
That is the primary risk, yes. Their inherent kindness and trusting nature can make them vulnerable to exploitation by less scrupulous people. Others might try to take advantage of their generosity.
So they need to protect their good nature.
They do. Setting boundaries and developing a healthy sense of discernment is important, without losing their inherent warmth.
Okay, so for the high-hour peaceful accumulators, born 9 to 11 p.m., what's the strategy for building that secure fortune?
Focus on steady, conservative investments. Prioritize capital preservation and reliable income streams. Build multiple safety nets. Diversification is key for your peace of mind. Your patience and consistency will build wealth.
And guarding against exploitation.
Be mindful of your trusting nature. Don't be afraid to get second opinions, especially on financial matters. Implement safeguards. Perhaps have a trusted, objective advisor. Protect your generosity by being discerning about who receives it and under what terms. Secure your peace by being wisely cautious.
Wow. That was an incredible journey through all 12 birth hours. It's really quite amazing how specific and insightful these ancient observations can be about our financial tendencies.
It really is, and the core message that comes through again and again is quite empowering, I think. That your birth hour doesn't lock you into a specific financial outcome. It doesn't dictate your exact net worth. What it does do, powerfully, is reveal your natural strengths, your inherent advantages, and the easiest, most authentic path to wealth for you, the one that aligns with your personality.
It brings us right back to that hand of cards idea we started with.
Exactly. Life deals you a hand at birth, certain talents, tendencies, maybe some challenges. Understanding those cards, knowing what's in your hand, that's the crucial first step.
But knowing isn't enough.
No, the truly successful person isn't just the one dealt a good hand. It's the one who plays whatever hand they have skillfully. With awareness, with strategy. This ancient wisdom, it's like the ultimate instruction manual for your specific hand.
It really puts the emphasis back on agency, on what you do with what you have. It's not about fate controlling you.
Absolutely not. It's about self-knowledge empowering you. Your success, your wealth, however you define it, ultimately depends on how well you understand your blueprint and then how proactively you use it. Leverage the strengths, navigate the challenges.
Be an active player in your own life.
Precisely. The most successful people in any field, they have that deep self-awareness. They know what they're naturally good at, what energizes them, and they lean into it.
And they also know their weaknesses.
Yes.
Yeah.
They know their danger zones, and they actively work to overcome them, mitigate them, maybe delegate tasks that fall into those areas. It's a constant process of aligning with your strengths and managing your challenges. That's how you create flow and abundance.
So whether you're that Z-hour person building quietly or the woo-hour person shining brightly, success comes from understanding and working with your nature, not fighting against it.
Exactly. Harnessing your unique energy pattern for prosperity, whatever that looks like for you.
It's a profound way to think about personal development and financial strategy.
And hopefully this deep dive has given everyone listening some food for thought, some insights into their own patterns.
Definitely. So let's leave our listeners with a final thought, something to really chew on. Now that you've glimpsed your own ancient blueprint based on your birth hour, think about this. What hidden potential, maybe a strength you haven't fully embraced, or what overlooked challenge, a danger zone you keep bumping into, what one thing are you now ready to explore and maybe transform within your own life to truly redefine your wealth and unlock your most authentic abundance?
A powerful question to carry forward.
Indeed. Thank you for joining us on The Deep Dive. We hope this journey empowers you to play your cards with awareness and skill.